Hello and welcome. My name is Mr. Vosters. I'm a high school engineering teacher. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a window and door schedule for a house in Revit 2024. So to start, I've got my house model loaded. I'm just on the ground floor. If your house has multiple floors, I'll show you how to kind of accommodate that. So I'm going to start off in the View tab. I will go over to where it says Schedules, and then I'm going to select the top option there, Schedule/Quantities. Schedule is essentially just a list of all the different doors or windows, or you can do a schedule for any of these things that are listed here. You could do a schedule for the electrical buses, the duct accessories, the flex ducts, floors, furniture, you name it. There's probably a schedule available for it. So we're going to do it today for our windows in our affordable house. And I'm going to just search for windows, select it, click OK. We'll leave all those options as default. And then we're going to have a bunch of different fields we can select. We're going to select first family and type. That's going to contain pretty much our description. Then we're going to select level. Then we'll do height and width. So height, width. We'll do sill height as well, just so we can see where the sill of that window is. And then we'll do count last. And I think that's it. You can rearrange these when you're done, or at any point really. If you want to have one of the columns come first or last or something. If you choose them in this order, they should be kind of how we want them, or at least how I kind of want mine arranged. You can see right away we've got our family and type, like I said, is going to contain our description. Level is going to show which level of our house that's on. And then height, width, sill height, and count will kind of populate accordingly. Now, one thing that we do want is we don't want to have like all these duplicates with a count of 1. We can actually combine those. So we'll go to sorting and grouping over here in our properties tab, and we will sort these by family and type, and then we'll also sort them by level. And if I want to see grand totals, I can do that. I can turn this on, and then if I check off itemize every instance, now it should combine some of these ones that are similar to the same line, and it'll just show a count of how many similar ones there are. So if I click OK, now we can see we have a fixed window that's 3 feet by 4 feet on our foundation level. We have one of those. Then we've got 5 on our ground floor, double hung windows that are 2 feet by 3.5 feet. And then we've got some double hung windows that are 2.5 feet by almost 4 feet on our ground floor, and we've got 15 of those. So this is basically our window schedule. Again, there's not a whole lot to it. One thing you may want to know is how to basically export this. So if we've got it kind of how we want it, it should now show up under schedules over in our project browser. I've already got a couple made. And then if you want to export this, you should be able to go to File, Export, and you'll have to actually scroll down a little bit to where it says Reports. And then if you go to Schedule, you should be able to export it as a comma-separated value file, a CSV, and you can just do that in whatever folder you're working in. So I can export that there. Probably just leave it as default unless you really want to get fancy. So click OK there, and now you should have a file that you can open in Microsoft Excel that contains all those. Another way that you can get this is just take a screenshot of it, and let's say you're making like a report or something and you want to have your schedule in there. You can just take a screenshot of it like I did there and plop that into your report. Okay, so then from here, I want to go back and make a door schedule. So I made the window schedule. Door schedule is going to be basically the same, but it's good practice. Just to show you again. Click doors. We're going to select the same fields. So we'll do family and type. We'll do level. We'll do height and width. Height, width, and then we'll do sill height again, and we'll finish with count. And if we don't want to, have to go back into the properties menu over here, we can go straight into our sorting and grouping up here, and then we're gonna do family and type and then level. We'll add our grand totals, and then we'll turn off itemize every instance, click OK. And now we can see we've got, let's expand some of these columns so we can see the full thing. These two look like they did not get combined. They're the same exact family and type, but since I sorted them by level as well, it puts them on a separate line. And if you don't do this, I'll just show you, if you don't sort it by level as well, you'll get this, where the level varies. And maybe you don't care that it shows that the level varies. But if you're curious to see the breakdown of how many are on the foundation or in the basement and how many are on the ground floor, it can be really nice to separate them out by level. So now we get that if you do select to sort it by level as well. You can see we have one of these at the foundation level, two of them at the ground floor, and then we've got 4 of these, 1 of these, and 7 of these. So that looks great. Once again, you can export it using the file menu, and then we're good to go. I'm gonna stop it there, and that is how you make schedules. Thanks for watching.